What's up, guys? It is KeepCalmFlutterOn here with everything wrong with MLP Season 1, Episode 18 and 19. Episode 18 is Showstoppers, while Episode 19 is a dog and pony show. Okay, so before we get this started, like always, you guys can click on the link in the description below to get to the original video, or you guys can also click on the middle of the screen to get redirected to the playlist, which is what I'm probably going to put up, the playlist of the series, so you guys can watch the 2 original videos yourself before you come over and watch my reaction. And while you guys are there, you guys might as well go over and subscribe to Little Shy. He makes amazing content. Okay, I haven't done this series in quite a while, and I kind of almost forgot about it. So, yeah. I don't think there's really much to say. I'm really excited to get back into the series. It's been a while since I've actually done it, so let's get everything ready. Oh yeah, I would have done 3 episodes, but I had to cut it to 2 episodes because I have things to do, exams to study for, which is a bummer, but anyways, let's get these 2 videos started in 3, 2, wait, this is episode 18, so the Showstoppers, in 3, 2, 1, now, and it didn't start, 3, 2, 1, now. Everything wrong with the Showstoppers in 3 minutes or less, spoilers.
Theme. When did Ponyville become covered in sand? If you play this part backwards, I hear you can make an entire scooter disappear. Anyone who has ever owned a scooter knows that there's no way Scootaloo could go off-roading with those tiny wheels.
I have
You're
never
liable
owned
to
a
flip over the handlebars if you hit a ladybug. Derpy loves watching Scoots do tricks, but she's also keeping a close eye on that silly berry punch. Why is Granny Smith's go-to phrase always soups up? These paths sure are poorly maintained to have such logs and branches so clearly in the way.
That is true.
When someone says it's bigger on the inside.
Scootaloo's singing.
That's a sin too.
What cutie mark would involve wearing
Oh my god.
Mindless background ponies drawn in by the sound of a bell. Salvation Army would make a killing in Ponyville. Crossed out library, even though they haven't been there yet. This game doesn't make any sense. It's a shame because Hasbro owns the rights to tons of board games that would make for a great subtle reference. Apple Bloom's eye color is contagious. They must have updated Minecraft 1.7. Freshwater coral. Also, I think the animators forgot part of the ground here. Cheerly saddlebags appear out of thin air. Freaky eye twitch. Scootaloo's missing wings. A magic show put on by a unicorn with no magical ability would probably be better suited under the comedy category.
Well then.
That title drop was so forced it hurt. Sweetie Belle doesn't have a
Indeed
left
it did.
Taking the previous episode into consideration, the CMC sure aren't a very trustworthy group, are they? Virtually none of the supplies mentioned here are accurate. For example, there's only 2 cans of paint in the wagon and far more than 6 planks. Scootaloo's lips move for Apple Bloom's line.
Ow, Apple Bloom!
Scootaloo has a very sensitive tail. I think Sweetie Belle broke her tongue. Sweetie Belle utilizes a full-grown mare mannequin for their frilly fit outfits.
Talent show's just around the corner.
I love this series. I think out loud sometimes.
Or rabbit stew, perhaps?
My Little Ponies.
Oh
It was
god.
painful the first time, but the second title drop is just pitiful. Had I been from another generation, I'm sure there'd be a joke to make here. The most sensitive switch of all time. Shouldn't the show host be on stage directly following the last act? What is the audience doing all this time? I knew it! Twist Cutie Mark was a fake. Immense undeserved suspense. Many ponies of the audience are facing the complete opposite direction. Scootaloo has Sweetie Belle's eye color.
One day.
I never catch these. Oh. I never catch these eye color changes that always happen. Stop. Look at Derpy. Is there going to be anything at the very end of this? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Moves.
Oh, that's great. It's so random. Alright, I really enjoyed that. So let's get the next one ready up. Okay. So as usual, the series is great. He finds all the little mistakes that are in the show, which is nice. It's always nice to see that the show has its flaws. Okay, if you guys like that part of the video, I highly suggest that if you guys are not already, you guys go over and subscribe to Little Shy's channel. Okay, now that that's over with, let's get the second video, episode 19. A dog and pony show in 3 minutes or less. In 3, 2, 1, now. Everything wrong with a dog and pony show in 3 minutes or less.
Rarity does her work in complete darkness. This jewel chest disappears, then suddenly reappears when it becomes relevant to the plot. Sapphire never closes the door. Theme. Yet another instance in which Rarity has a special talent introduced, which is then immediately duplicated by some pony else. Is no pony going to question all of these perfectly cut and polished gems randomly strewn about? No? Well,
no.
Okay. Storyboard is visible. Canine foreshadowing. Jackhammers can't operate on dirt. Spike digs up hundreds of gems,
Can they not?
only to be paid one since all of the others go to his employer. Yep, that's a pretty good metaphor for life. Yes, why is
Perfect
everything
metaphor.
Precious.
Lord of the Rings.
The lady waiting.
Shut up, Rarity. Maybe Spike's tired from doing all of the hard work. Spike and Rarity awkwardly pause simply to allow the dogs to say their lines.
Well, this sounds kinda easy.
I think AJ's a bit overly optimistic about such a serious situation. Dang, these spiders are fast with their web making. We look at the camera to suggest that this is a comedic scene. How does dirt work? This whole scene is pretty lame. Instead of working together to dig a single hole, every pony foolishly tries to dig their own. The diamond dogs seem to have no problem magically passing through dirt. Nightmare fuel. And then suddenly the day is saved by a randomly appearing hole that the dogs seem to have overlooked. Rover both gives the order and follows through with it. Oh, so that's how swords work. Missed opportunity for a hot dog pun. The dogs must keep these lights around for underground dance parties.
Of
Pony
course.
lips. So was AJ clued into this little daydream at all? Or does Spike just randomly try to kiss ponies often? We've seen Rainbow Dash fly while carrying much more weight than this. For some reason, Dash and Fluttershy are only in this scene if you're watching on the television.
Rarity showed me how
What?
she did it a while back.
Oh, how convenient. Rarity complaining and
That
whining
is
the weight
rather
of a situation isn't exactly the best lesson for kids, or adults. The gag involving Rarity's little
That is
takeover is
true.
probably the worst paced joke in the entire series. She goes from slave to master to back to slave again in like 3 seconds. This could have actually been really funny had the joke been given more time to develop. Rarity doesn't like being called a mule, but she has no problem with having her rear slapped. Also, equestrian racism against mules.
No, you're still beautiful.
Just saying that.
Girls on the internet in a nutshell. Why is Twilight still casting her spell? Isn't it quite obvious that Rarity is in this direction since, you know, it's the only way to go?
You gotta make sure. Never
Dash
know.
put too much emphasis on in rather than on there.
Fuck him up.
That line exists. Door made of jello. Twilight's rival appears out of thin air.
Hi ho, Twilight. Away.
Every pony is bored out of their minds with this rescue mission. How did every pony manage to get those wagons out of there anyway?
I don't know. Pulled them out of the holes. Episode Centali 45. Sentence dirt. Suffocation. Alright, that was really good. I highly recommend that. You guys, if this is the first video you have seen of Little Shy, that you guys go watch it.
I hate dogs.
That you guys go watch over his other series, not his other series, the rest of the series, because the series is really good. I've put off the series for a little bit. I'm not really sure why. I was really enjoying it. I just put it off for some reason. Okay, so I think that's really all I have to say. Like, again, if you guys aren't already subscribed to Little Shy, guys, go over to his channel. There will be a link in the description below for you guys to subscribe. I think that should be it. So, is that it? I feel like I might be forgetting something. If I'm forgetting something, I'll be sad. But I don't think I forgot anything, so everybody's calling. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. Pony Thread Simulator version 0.01 in 3, 2, 1, now. Greeting.
I am sorry to interrupt.
Okay then,
I'd like
reads
to
it for me.
ask you a question. It will only take a moment of your time.
Sure thing.
Have you accepted Celestia?
Oh, it's me! Oh my god. Nice. Oh my god.